60's looking fast. No rollback.
Something strange just happened in NASCAR. A YouTuber got a big thumbs up from a legend. A young racer broke records no one thought he could. And a top driver said something shocking that made fans question everything. It all happened so fast, and nobody saw it coming. Now, the whole racing world is talking. It all started with smoke, speed, and tire-shredding burnouts. At first glance, it might have looked like just another adrenaline junkie revving engines for YouTube views. But something changed when NASCAR legend Tony Stewart stepped in and said something that caught everyone off guard. With a single statement, he shifted the entire conversation around one of the internet's most unlikely racing sensations, Cletus McFarland. Tony Stewart isn't the type to hand out compliments lightly. He's a three-time NASCAR Cup Series champion with 49 Cup wins and decades of experience in the sport. But when he talked about Cletus McFarland, he didn't just throw praise. He offered something far more valuable: validation. You can tell he knows how to have a great time and knows how to entertain people, Stewart said. That might sound simple on the surface, but coming from one of the sport's most hardened competitors, it carried serious weight.
So I mean, he knows how to have a great time. He knows how to entertain people.
Cletus made his name with wild burnouts and stunts, but Tony Stewart saw more than entertainment. He saw a business. Cletus turned passion into a movement, getting paid to share what he loves. Stewart, who knows the game inside out, called it execution, not luck, and when someone like Tony says that, the whole racing world pays attention. There's another layer most people don't expect. Tony revealed that Cletus holds a helicopter pilot's license. It may sound random, but it's a big deal. As Stewart put it, nobody gets a license like that without being sharp. That's not something a goofball does. It's something a disciplined, focused person achieves. So now Cletus wasn't just the burnout guy on YouTube, he was suddenly being seen as intelligent, technical, and serious. And when someone who owns teams and runs businesses says that about you, people listen.
Keep in mind, this guy has pilot's license. He's got his helicopter pilot's license. You aren't going to be a dumbass and do things.
Then came the racing, real racing. Cletus didn't stop with stunts and content. He stepped into serious competitions like the ARCA Menard Series. He showed flashes of real skill. He made progress. Even when he crashed, he got back in and showed speed. And once again, Tony Stewart took notice. He didn't just support Cletus with words. He raced with him. They filmed together. They joked, competed, and built a friendship that felt genuine. When Tony Stewart starts hanging out with you, it's not just for laughs. It's because he sees something real. The respect Tony showed opened new doors. When one of the sport's legends backs a rising name, others start to look closer. Cletus transformed from a content creator into a legitimate driver in the eyes of many. His Freedom 500 events, collaborations with top racers, and growing fan base all became proof that this wasn't a gimmick. It was a new kind of racing culture, powered by personality, authenticity, and grassroots excitement. And what Tony did was more than just a compliment. It was a signal to the old guard, a way of saying that the new generation isn't here to replace tradition, they're here to expand it. Cletus became the bridge between entertainment and competition, and Tony helped cement that by treating him not as an outsider, but as a peer. But as Tony was handing out praise, someone else was stirring the pot. Denny Hamlin, another NASCAR star with plenty of credentials, made a bold claim that sent shockwaves through the garage. In his view, Tony Stewart was no longer the best road course racer. That title, he said, belonged to Shane van Gisbergen.
Absolutely. I competed against the Tony Stewarts, the Jeff Gordons, all those guys. He's better than all of them.
SVG, as he's called, came into NASCAR from New Zealand and exploded onto the scene. He didn't just win, he dominated. 4 road course wins before the halfway point of his rookie season. Victories in Chicago, Mexico City, Sonoma, and Watkins Glen. It was a performance that few saw coming, and Denny Hamlin didn't hesitate to put it in perspective. Zero doubt in my mind, is he the best road course racer I've ever seen? Absolutely, Hamlin said, and coming from a driver who's raced against Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and the best in the sport, that statement carries weight. Suddenly, Tony Stewart's legendary road course record 8 career wins, multiple championships was being questioned. Not disrespected, but challenged by a new force.
Zero doubt in my mind. Is he the best road course racer I've ever seen?
SVG's numbers didn't lie. 5 Cup victories, all on road courses in less than a full season. That kind of dominance had never been seen before. And unlike Stewart, who needed years to build his road course resume, SVG was smashing records right out of the gate. Even Jeff Gordon's record of 9 road course wins didn't seem so untouchable anymore. But SVG's journey wasn't without its own challenges. While he owned road courses, he struggled on ovals. His average finish on those tracks lagged behind, and that could hurt his championship hopes. NASCAR isn't just about mastering one type of track. It's about consistency across all formats. And as good as SVG was on road courses, he'd need to evolve to claim the top spot overall. SVG's rise showed NASCAR was ready for global talent. He proved a rookie could change the game. Then came Connor Zilisch. At only 19, he became the youngest to win 3 straight Xfinity races. His win at Indy also gave JR Motorsports its 100th victory, a milestone that made the whole sport take notice. Zilisch didn't sneak his way to the top. He powered through, 5 wins this season, second in the overall point standings, dominating races with a level of control and maturity rarely seen in someone so young. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. noticed. On his podcast, Jr. didn't hold back. He called Zilisch a star in the making, someone you might not know now, but soon everyone will. Dale Jr. said finding Connor Zilisch is like hearing a hit song before it's famous. When he talks, people listen. He knows talent when he sees it.
And that's kind of what this Connor Zilisch thing feels like. The idea is that we're all sitting here hearing the song for the first time. And we're all going, damn, this is a good song.
Zilisch isn't just fast. He's marketable. He's young, confident, and has the personality sponsors and fans love. The sport wants fresh stars who can win and connect, and Zilisch is exactly that. JR Motorsports isn't just handing him a ride, they're investing in his future. They know he's a potential Cup Series superstar, and if he keeps winning like this, it's not a matter of if he moves up, but when. His momentum is building fast, and there's a sense that this isn't a hot streak. It's the start of something big. NASCAR is changing fast. The legends like Tony Stewart still matter, but a new wave is here. Cletus McFarland is redefining motorsports fame, Shane van Gisbergen is showing global stars can win right away, and Connor Zilisch proves the future is already on track. It's no longer just about racing stats. NASCAR is about change, connection, and storytelling. The drivers who shine now are the ones who can race hard and connect with fans at the same time. Cletus McFarland took fun YouTube stunts and turned them into something bigger. Tony Stewart saw the value early. Shane van Gisbergen came in with speed and style from overseas. Denny Hamlin spoke his mind without holding back. And Connor Zilisch, only 19, is already turning heads. All of them are changing NASCAR in their own way. Today, it's not just about winning races. It's about reshaping the sport through cameras, voices, and fearless driving. The future of NASCAR is fast, bold, and full of surprises.
Here's a guy that has found a fan base and found a way to do the stuff he loves to do and let people enjoy it, and he's getting paid for it now. So
he is an absolute brilliant marketer. He's great for all aspects of racing Florida. He does tour destructions. He does burnouts. He does the roundy round. He's just...
I feel like the right side weight's going to help him in this deal.
No rollback.
It all began with smoke, speed, and wild burnouts. But then, something shocking happened. Out of nowhere, Tony Stewart, yes, the NASCAR legend, stepped in and said something that made the racing world stop. It was bold, unexpected, and instantly changed how everyone sees Cletus McFarland. You might expect a YouTube star to get quick praise from celebrities these days, but here is something that stops you cold. NASCAR legend Tony Stewart just laid out a defense of Cletus McFarland that nobody saw coming, and it changed everything. It starts with a simple but powerful line. You can tell he knows how to have a great time and knows how to entertain people. Coming from a 3-time NASCAR champion, that is not just approval. That is a stamp of legitimacy. Here is a guy used to grinding out wins under pressure, 49 Cup Series victories, and yet he takes a moment to recognize something fresh. He is not just talking about the pranks or the burnouts. He sees someone who knows how to bring joy into the world of stock car racing and make it matter. No formula, no stale commentary, just genuine fun that pulls people in. That is gold in Tony's book. And then comes the next layer. He is not merely a personality. Tony watches where passion turns into enterprise. He pointed out how Cletus built a fan base doing exactly what he loves. He lets people enjoy it. And yes, he gets paid for it. That hits differently when the person speaking knows the business side inside and out. It is easy to dismiss creators as flashy or shallow. It is another thing entirely when a guy who owns teams and runs businesses says you nailed the model. That alone shifts the conversation. Now add this: Tony Stewart says Cletus holds a pilot's license, specifically a helicopter pilot's license. And when a man who is also a licensed helicopter pilot says that you are not going to be a dumbass and go earn something like that unless you are sharp, that is a serious statement. It places Cletus into a different category. He is not just entertaining, he is intelligent, detail-oriented, disciplined, and committed enough to master something that most of us never even consider. Think about the arc of that. You start with laughter and spectacle, then build toward respect for turning creativity into a business. Then you crown it with evidence of real-world technical competence. That progression alone keeps people watching, because each moment raises the stakes. Cletus is not just having fun with cars on YouTube, he is also racing in the ARCA Menard series. Even with some crashes, he has shown real progress and speed. Tony Stewart sees how serious he is and respects his driving. That kind of respect means Cletus is not just a creator, he is a real driver.
Smooth. I like it.
Tony and Cletus have fun together and get along really well. When they do things like racing or car stunts, it feels real. One time, Tony just stopped by but ended up joining Cletus for a fun video. That small moment showed their friendship is real. They enjoy spending time together and respect each other. This matters because when Tony Stewart supports you, it shows others you are the real deal. It helps you get noticed by serious racers and teams. He is not just saying you are good, he is showing that you belong in racing. That kind of support can open big doors and change how people see you. Cletus has already achieved what many thought was impossible. He turned wrench-turning entertainment into a media empire. Over 4 million subscribers, events like the Freedom 500, collaborations with legends, and a loyal fan base that does not just watch, but shows up. It is not just a show. It is a movement, a culture that fuses adrenaline with authenticity. And what makes this even more powerful is how Tony Stewart fits into it. He is old school, respected, built on years of performance and sweat. For him to throw his weight behind someone from the YouTube world, that is not small. That is seismic. Because it tells people who still doubt this new generation that the best in the sport are already paying attention. There is something else to consider. This is not a one-way relationship. Cletus looks up to Tony. He respects his legacy. You can see it in how he talks about him. There is admiration. There is gratitude. And that mutual respect becomes a platform, not just for content, but for mentoring, for real collaboration, for evolving the culture of racing. Now, fans are starting to understand this shift. They see Tony not just as a legend, but as a connector, someone who recognizes talent wherever it comes from and does not hesitate to lift it up. And they see Cletus not just as an entertainer, but as a driver, a leader, a visionary who is growing the sport in ways nobody anticipated. That relationship matters more than most realize, because motorsports need more than speed. It needs stories. It needs personalities who can connect with fans, draw them in, and keep them hooked. Cletus brings that in spades, and Tony sees that clearly. Tony Stewart's support means more than just kind words. It shows teams, sponsors, and fans that Cletus is serious. He is not just a YouTuber anymore, he is part of the racing world. 5 years ago, no one would have believed this. But Cletus proved everyone wrong by doing things his way and earning respect through hard work. The best part? He is still just getting started. His content keeps evolving. His racing keeps improving, and with someone like Tony Stewart in his corner, the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning. Next time you see Cletus doing a wild car stunt, remember this. He has earned the respect of NASCAR legend Tony Stewart. That takes real effort and talent. Cletus is not just making videos, he is changing racing, and Tony knows it. This story is not just about admiration, it is about evolution, about how the sport of racing is finding new life through new voices, and how the legends of the past are helping shape the future, not by resisting change, but by embracing it. In a world where attention is currency and passion drives everything, Cletus McFarland has figured out how to cash in without selling out. That balance is rare. That impact is real. And with Tony Stewart cheering him on, the road ahead is wide open. Now it is your turn to decide what you think. Is this the future of racing, or is it just a brilliant detour on the road to something even bigger? Either way, you cannot deny the momentum. You cannot ignore the influence. And you definitely cannot question the respect. Because when Tony Stewart says you matter, you matter. And Cletus McFarland is proving every day that he does. If this story made you see Cletus McFarland in a whole new way, drop a comment below and tell us your thoughts. Hit that like button if Tony Stewart's support caught you off guard, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications so you never miss more stories shaking up the racing world.
Zero doubt in my mind. Is he the best road course racer I've ever seen? Absolutely. I competed against the Tony Stewarts, the Jeff Gordons, all those guys. He's better than all of them.
Denny Hamlin just shocked the NASCAR world with a jaw-dropping comment. He doesn't think Tony Stewart is the best road course racer anymore, and he made it clear why. In a bold statement, Hamlin claimed that Shane van Gisbergen is already better than smoke. This is everyone talking, and it could change the way fans see NASCAR's road course legacy. In the world of NASCAR, few names are as iconic as Tony Stewart. The three-time Cup Series champion, nicknamed Smoke, is a legend in stock car racing, especially on road courses. Stewart has set records and earned the respect of fans and drivers alike. But now, it seems that his road course legacy is under fire. Denny Hamlin, one of NASCAR's biggest stars, just made a bold claim that has sent shockwaves through the racing community. Hamlin, a veteran of the sport with multiple wins under his belt, doesn't believe Tony Stewart is the best road course racer anymore. Instead, Hamlin thinks that Shane van Gisbergen, SVG, a rookie who's been dominating the track, is already better than Stewart. This statement has ignited a debate that could change how we view the sport's history. So, let's dive into this shocking claim, the rise of Shane van Gisbergen, and what this means for NASCAR's future. Shane van Gisbergen, or SVG as he's known, is having a season like no other. The 36-year-old rookie from New Zealand has taken NASCAR by storm, securing 4 wins on road courses before the halfway point of his first Cup Series season. This feat is remarkable, especially when you consider that the road courses are some of the most challenging tracks in NASCAR. SVG's first win came in Mexico City, where he blew away the competition, winning by a staggering 16 seconds. He then followed that up with victories in Chicago and Sonoma, before finally conquering Watkins Glen, one of the most famous road courses in the world. With 5 career Cup victories, all coming on road courses, SVG is making a name for himself as a road course specialist, and his record-breaking performances have many wondering if he could become the greatest road course racer NASCAR has ever seen. Denny Hamlin, a 44-year-old veteran of the sport, is no stranger to competition. He's raced against some of the best, including Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon. So when he claims that SVG is already the best road course racer he's ever seen, it holds a lot of weight. On the Actions Detrimental podcast, Hamlin said, "There's no doubt the guy can go through traffic, zero doubt in my mind. Is he the best road course racer I've ever seen? Absolutely. I've competed against the Tony Stewarts, Jeff Gordons, all those guys. He's better than them." This bold statement has raised eyebrows across the NASCAR world. Tony Stewart, after all, is a 2-time road course champion, having won 8 races on these tracks throughout his career. His legacy on road courses is undeniable, with victories at places like Watkins Glen and Sonoma, and his influence on the sport remains significant. But Hamlin isn't backing down. He continued, "But the only thing you have to mix this up to keep him winning every road course race, it's going to take something wacky, or else you could just go ahead and write the script for the next foreseeable future." Before SVG's dominance this season, Tony Stewart was often regarded as one of the best road course drivers NASCAR has ever seen. In his rookie season in 1999, Stewart won 3 races, including a victory at Sonoma, and quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with. Over the years, Stewart accumulated a total of 8 road course wins, with 5 of them coming at Watkins Glen, making him one of the most successful drivers on these tracks. His skill at navigating the twists and turns of road courses earned him the nickname Smoke, and he was considered the benchmark for excellence on these unique tracks. But now, with SVG's rise, there's a growing question. Has Stewart's road course legacy been surpassed? While Stewart's 8 career wins on road courses remain a significant achievement, SVG's dominance in his rookie season has created a new standard.